As we celebrate the seasonal shift, it is that time of year when we turn our focus toward gratitude. Now, we know the benefits, right? We hear them often, and we know the impact of gratitude practices. So we say, let's practice it together. Author and speaker Connie Sokol is here to issue a Studio 5 Gratitude Challenge, something we can all do this month to connect us and to uplift us. No one better to point us in that direction than my sister Connie Sokol. Not my real sister, but my
sister from another mister.
Sister at heart. Sister at heart. So
Soul.
we do know the benefits, Connie, of gratitude, and we do, as I said, we hear them often, but there are some little known benefits that you want to emphasize.
Yes, I was researching this. There was improved romantic relationships. Who knew?
Hey.
And build resilience. We know we want to do that, especially with our kids, and then actually affecting physical healing in our body. It was just amazing. Gratitude really is this magic bullet.
Yeah, it does. It feels like this booster that
Yeah.
once you drink it, you take it.
Yes.
It affects every aspect of your life.
Yes.
When we practice gratitude this month, you want us to make it specific.
Yes.
And I really appreciate this challenge because we naturally are inclined, our minds, our hearts, to go this direction in November, but you're saying get detailed about what you're thinking about.
Yes, in fact, I had a really sweet experience with this of getting specific. There's a quote that's attributed to Max Lucado, and it talks about, if you were given what you were only grateful for yesterday, what would you have? And as soon as I heard that, it was such a mic drop for me, because I went, sometimes I think we can get this kind of swath, right? I'm grateful for my life, bless those that are struggling. You know, we kind of do.
My family.
Yes, because we're busy and we're going, but that's where the power is. It really is in the specifics, and in the specifics of today and right now. Life is so fast, it's so busy that we can almost not feel present in what's going on, and we're just moving to the next.
Yes.
But gratitude, I have found for myself, being specific is what helps you ground down and really feel your life. So I ground it down. I started thinking, okay, if you're doing this, what does that mean? What does that look like when you get specific? And I thought, okay, if you start getting specific, that's a huge list. So how can we make it doable and small? So I started doing this 5-finger gratitude, where choose 5 areas of your life that you're really either needing to do gratitude or want to feel and express gratitude for in your life. So for example, for me, it's God, family, friends, the way that I'm contributing, and spontaneous service.
Those are your 5
Those are my 5. That's
pillars.
my 5 areas. So if I'm going along and doing my thing, I'm thinking in those 5
Will
areas.
you say them again?
God, family, friends, the way that I'm contributing, my purpose, my contribution, and then spontaneous service. Excuse me, spontaneous service. So what that looks like is, like, we just had Halloween, and honestly, this was so powerful for me. I was so grateful that my 11-year-old still wants me there. Okay, like way back, but you know, he wants me there. Yeah. And then I was so grateful there was a woman, another mom, who would carpool these 10 boys. Can you imagine? 10 boys to the drop-off places, but surreptitiously following behind,
of
right?
course.
And then we're chatting the whole time. And then these people, oh my gosh, they were doing homemade donuts and hot dogs and like homemade kettle corn. Not me at all. I'm like handing it out.
Hats off.
But it was this, I took this snapshot and I looked around in this cul-de-sac, big neighborhood, and everyone's milling and gathering, and it was, honestly, it was so powerful, and I just went through those gratitude moments and specifics, and I felt it. Like I was so present instead of like that. It was just, this is a moment. This is my life, and I'm so grateful for these specifics. It was powerful.
You described that so well, the sweeping street, but it's almost like that movie effect where it goes zoom, and you're zooming in. And really, as you were talking, I found myself thinking, purpose is in the granular. Like, purpose is in the granular, the little details, or in this case, the specific points of gratitude. That's where we find our purpose.
That's exactly it. And you feel it. You actually, the shimmer goes through you, and I can see why it heals your body and improves any depression or things like that, because it just flowed right through.
The shimmer, your words are so good. We're going to keep it specific this month. We're also going to keep it consistent.
Yes. So as I was, again, researching, I found there was over like 28 benefits of gratitude. But then I also noticed this other pattern, that they were saying gratitude is great, but consistency is king. So if you want the big benefits, and they're there, you've got to make it a practice. So I'm always functional about it and saying, okay, how can I actually do it? So like one study, UCLA said, okay, 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week for 6 weeks, you're gonna see significant benefits. And I'm like, I'm a busy mom and professional, like, okay,
that's a commitment.
That's a commitment, right?
Yeah.
But then the aha was, it doesn't have to be a big sit down. It can be cumulative. So then my add-on is tack it on to a time and a place. the Atomic Habits method, something you're already doing. So for me, that's putting on my makeup, driving in the car. I just did it on the way up to this segment. It's before I go to bed at night, and just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And then you're getting those benefits. Well, if you do that with the things you're regularly doing, 6 weeks, you're gonna feel the benefits. And I will tell you right now, okay, I am a witness. So literally, because I'm preparing for this segment, I started earlier. And I had some hard things happen last week, really hard. And I found myself in saying things and doing things that I'd say, yeah, but I can see the purpose in, or, you know, but I've noticed that this thing was gonna help us. It was like coming out of me without me having to mantra and like think.
I so appreciate that witness, because I do think, again, we hear the benefits and they wash over us, and it almost feels a little frou-frou. It feels a little like
a cat hanging poster.
Be grateful, be grateful. But to hear you really testify that you felt the physical and emotional strength that came from this practice.
I literally have, and I'm like, I am literally now making this a practice. And like my own words. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it.
And the drips. I love the drips throughout the day. I was chatting with my sister the other day, and she's been going through some health challenges with her husband. And the whole family has felt it, and she said, I find myself in this one continuous prayer. Like, it's not morning prayer and evening prayer. It's like this constant communication with heaven. And that's a religious application, but that's what I hear you saying about gratitude. This constant flow of that feeling is where you'll really feel the dividends and the strength.
That's it. I got goosebumps. That it's living in gratitude, and that's what it means, that drip. I love when you said the drip system, and they know from irrigation, it's better to do that than a big wash.
Yes.
And you'll see the benefits.
All right, and then you say, do it your way.
Yes. So whatever that looks like, you know, we hear these suggestions and things. You can do a burst. You can do it in drip. You can do it any way that you want. Ladies that I coach, I ask them for some suggestions. And Tina talked about how she drinks gratitude. Every time she takes a drink, like from a water bottle, she thinks of something she's grateful for. And I'm like, girl, we do that all day long.
Can we do it with Coke too?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Do it
any
your
products
way.
that
She said, I say Coke for water. Okay, fine, accepted.
Then Ingrid and Amber both did it on Instagram as a regular practice. So Ingrid, I've seen the 10 things she's grateful for. And Amber does this pockets of happiness. She was widowed at, I think, 34. And this pockets of happiness, she keeps it just right in her pocket. Another gal said, she says, I ask myself, what are the fleas that I'm grateful for? And it's a nod to Corrie ten Boom, the hiding place, and how the fleas were so beneficial for them.
She was grateful because they kept the soldiers away.
Yes, and the things we don't see that we're grateful for, we actually, there's benefit.
Yeah, Connie, thank you for putting our hearts the right direction. What is the challenge then? What is the big challenge for the month?
It's do what we were just talking about. Choose those 5 areas in your life that are meaningful to you, that matter to you right now, and then get specific, and then tack it on to some practice that you do daily. Makeup, car, cooking a meal, and saying it in your mind or saying it out loud, whatever it is, to make it once a day at least that you're doing that gratitude, and watch the benefits.
Challenge accepted. Thank you so much. Connie brings these values and this heart to her leadership groups and retreats. How can we learn more about those?
ConnieSokol.com. Just do a free call with me. I'll see where you're at, where you want to go, and how we can help you get there if we can, and I know we can. So
you have a gift for that, taking women's professional goals and pairing them with her personal strengths. And I know women are grateful for the guidance that you provide. So ConnieSokol.com is where you want to go for more on that. Happy Thanksgiving. Can we say that?
Yes, it's
all
November.
Month. Happy Thanksgiving.